Alright, hey guys, remember CCG back in the video. With this, we're going over the new Dragon Ruler support. So we saw recently in the ban list that they just released all the Dragon Rulers at 3 copies. And so it's pretty cool that we're actually getting some support here. It looks like they were definitely setting up for that. And let's get started here. So this is Spectre Dragon Ruler of Auroras, which looks to be the baby version of the Light Dragon Ruler. And this here, you can discard this card and one other Light or Dragon monster and add 2 Dragon Ruler monsters from your deck to your hand. So that's great. It's going to give you some searchability. You can pitch it in the grave, use it to special summon a Dragon Ruler later on. You can banish this card and one other Light or Dragon monster from your graveyard, then target one Chasmates Dragon Ruler of Poles, which I'm guessing is the adult version of it, and that's in your graveyard and you can special summon it. So it seems like a great card as a searcher here and a way of searching out your Chasmates as well. Here we have Nebulous Dragon Ruler of Darknesses, and level 2 Dark Dragon effect monster with 1000 attack and 600 defense. You can discard this card and one other Dark or Dragon monster, then target 2 of your banished Dragon Ruler monsters with different attributes except for this card, and special summon them out. So it seems great. You're going to be using this, discard it, pitch it, and use the effect here, bring both of your Dragon Ruler monsters back out on the board. And since this card and another dragon is going to be in your grave, you can use that later on for another Dragon Ruler. Looks like it's just kind of mixing the cycle here. And you can banish this card and one other Dark or Dragon monster from your graveyard, then target one Eclipse's Dragon Ruler of Calamities, which looks to be the adult version of this card, in your graveyard and special summon it. So similar to the light version here, you're going to be able to get this out. And here is the Chasmates that we were talking about. It looks like it's going to be an Exceed version. So it's a rank 7 Light Dragon Exceed effect monster that requires 2 level 7 Dragon monsters. So it looks like it's generic for Dragon. Quick effect, you can send 1 level 7 Dragon Ruler monster from your deck to the graveyard and detach 1 material from this card. This effect becomes that send monster's effect that activates by discarding itself. You can use this card, pitch whatever you need, and use this discard effect. Seems great. Seems like there's a lot of flexibility into it and just kind of helping the deck get some more value out of it while also pitching things to the grave for future summons. If this card is destroyed by battle or this card in its owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon 1 level 7 Dragon Ruler from your graveyard or banishment. So if it's destroyed, you can get another Dragon Ruler monster out. And it looks like there's going to be another Exceed monster, which I'm assuming is going to be the adult version of the Dark one. And so you're going to be using this just to bring out the other Dragon Rulers. And then here we have Eclipse's Dragon Ruler of Calamity. So I do want to say the art for these cards is really great. It looks already pretty fun just to want to go back into Dragon Rulers. And yeah, I can't wait to actually test combos with this. But besides that, it requires 2 level 7 Dragon monsters. So again, another generic one, at least for dragons. So if this card is Exceed Summon, you can target 1 level 4 or lower Dragon Ruler in your graveyard or banishment and special summon 1 level 7 or rank 7 Dragon Ruler monster mentioned on it from your deck or banishment, then shuffle that target into the deck. Obviously, you're going to be using the Dragon Ruler, the babies that are in your grave or banishment, shuffle them back into the deck in order to special summon out your level 7 or rank 7 Dragon Ruler monsters. Great way of just kind of recycling those materials. Then when your opponent activates a spell, trap, or effect, quick effect, you can attach 2 materials from this card, negate the activation, and if you do, banish that card. So that's pretty cool. It's a spell trap negate, generic for rank 7, so you're going to see this probably in Red Eyes, just because they need every help, all the help they can get. And so put that right in there. That's nice. Spell trap negate, not a monster negate, so it's not too overpowered, but it's going to help slow down your opponent. Seems like an overall pretty solid card. And this is a new one. So this is Disaster Dragon Ruler of Extremes. Again, the art for these cards are really amazing. So if this card is Exceed Summon, you can target up to 4 level 7 Dragon Ruler monsters in your graveyard and or banishment and attach them to this card as material. Then you can banish all monsters your opponent controls and in their graveyard with the same attributes as the monsters attached to this card. So that's pretty amazing. You're going to be able to get this card out, target up to 4 level 7 Dragon Ruler monsters in the grave, attach it to this card, and then banish those cards, non-target removal, non-destructive removal, and banish the cards in their grave. Pretty insane. This is going to be crazy to get out. If this card has Light, Dark, Earth, Water, Fire, and Wind Dragon Ruler monsters as material, it gains 4600 attack and defense. Also, it is unaffected by other card effects. So you can see it has 0 attack and 0 defense, which I kind of ignored here just because this effect kind of distracted me. But this can get pretty beefy and just becomes towers. Very cool boss monster. It's going to be fun to see combos of getting this out. And here, the final card that we have is our Drago Catastrophe, which is a quick play spell. You can special summon 1 Dragon Ruler monster from your hand, graveyard, or banishment. Then immediately after this effect resolves, you can Exceed summon 1 Dragon Ruler monster using only Dragon Ruler monsters you control as material. So this gives you a quick play summon, a quick play way of Exceed summoning, which is important because of our disaster here, we can use this, go into it during our opponent's turn, and then banish everything on their board and in their grave. Same thing with our eclipses here. It's if this card is exceed summon, and not necessarily for Chasmatis here, but it's a quick effect. So this quick play spell is going to be important to just set it and use it during your opponent's turn, just to kind of catch them off guard and have some flexibility in case of what you're playing against. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target any number of your banished Dragon Ruler monsters with different attribute and return to the graveyard, recycling some material so you can use that again. Really good support. I think this is going to be pretty fun to see just how it's going to play out, and having a light and dark Dragon Ruler is pretty fun. I think this is going to be pretty cool to see. I know we got a Dragon Ruler recently. I don't remember if it was officially a Dragon Ruler, but it was definitely Dragon Ruler leaning. But this is official support, and it looks pretty solid. Let me know what you guys think, especially if you were Dragon Ruler players. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.